Guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, the crypto market has been ramping up, as well as FTD, FTX Token has been doing tremendously well. But why buy now? Aren't we at the end of the cycle? Isn't it too late? I'm going to let you know why I just went in on FTX. Guys, before I continue with the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, click the bell notification icon so you can stay up to date with all my recent videos. Remember, guys, nothing that you see in this video is financial advice. So always make sure to do your own research. And before we continue, pause the video, click the link in my description, and join the Telegram group, because that's where you'll be able to stay up to date with all my latest updates, news updates, technical updates, and much more. So firstly, what is the FTX token? So FTT is the native crypto currency token of the crypto derivatives trading platform FTX that launched on May 8th, 2019. So this is fairly a new project, right? This is not, this is still super early, especially when you look at this from a macro perspective. I know people are very short-sighted in this space, but honestly, this is super duper early. So the founders of the FTX platform would be Sam Bankman-Fried and Gary Wang. And these are people that I've actually been watching for quite some time. There were a group of traders, cryptocurrency traders, that basically decided to launch their own platform. I mean, what really caught my attention with these guys as of recent, and I know I'm a tiny bit late, but it's because Kevin O'Leary announces a long-term investment and spokesman relationship with FTX. And for those of you who do not know who Kevin O'Leary is, he's a billionaire investor. Also, some of you may know him as being one of the main hosts of Shark Tank, which is the American series. It's about basically investing in American companies, etc. Kind of like Dragon's Den if you're here in the UK, or maybe Shark Tank if you're in Australia, or Dragon's Den if you're in Australia. But he has, serious weight behind him, and has made some of it's really interesting investments. And he was actually someone that was against Bitcoin and said it was trash, right? And he's literally done a 360, and he's now heavily in this space. So Kevin O'Leary commented on the news. So this is what is interesting, and this is why I believe that FTX or FTT could be a serious winner, right? And I like to get myself in a lot of these plays before they take off. So for example, Uniswap, we got into that early. PancakeSwap, we got into that early. And we do have a lot of DeFi plays that we're in. I mean, even Coinbase, the stock, obviously it hasn't got its own token, but the actual stock, we've got into that as well, because we believe that is going to be a good long-term player. We believe the same for this. So guys, Kevin O'Leary commented on news institutional investors struggle with the decision to invest in cryptocurrency assets, not because they don't want to, but because they have difficulty in knowing with certainty that they will be 100% compliant with regulators and reporting requirements. So he is someone that is extremely focused on the regulatory aspect of this, and I believe that's what will add that serious credibility to this project over the long term, and make sure they stick on the straight and narrow. And not only that, it becomes the most obvious institutional play that there is as well, right? For example, Binance, if they had their own stock, I would be super bullish on that, but they don't, because they're most recently started to fall in line with the regulatory requirements. But would it be a good just general investment apart from its coin? Probably not. Why? Because It was, banned in several countries. It was banned even in the UK, but now they're back up and running, because, like I said, they are falling in line with the regulatory requirements. But this, I believe, they're super early, especially on the derivative side. The actual, for your general trader, investor, this will be perfect, right? So this, for me, pushed me over the edge, and I still do not believe it is too late, right? For me, this is definitely a long-term play. I see this rocketing above the $100 mark quite easily before the end of the year, but I'm not in this for that. I'm definitely in this project for the long term. Its current market cap is 8.4 billion. 8.4 billion. Could this be a company worth over 100 billion in the near future? I think so, especially as cryptocurrency becomes more mainstream, especially as the industry starts to go. $100 billion project quite easily, right? And I just like to position myself super duper early. Circulating supply 120 million. So again, doesn't have a huge circulating supply. Obviously, that's only 44% of those coins in supply at the moment. But for me, this is a great long-term play. I see this being one of the winners long-term as well. And like I said, the price action right now, I'm not too focused on. I don't care if this goes back all the way back to $21. I would just end up restocking at this point. So this is one of the few projects that I'm currently will be dollar cost averaging on until I reach my overall threshold of where I would like to stop, basically. But yeah, no, I see this as a really, really good long-term play. And as I said to you guys on our webinar yesterday, the last few months of this year will be about the institutional players. They're going to back certain projects. We're going to see that reflected in the price. So Solana, for example, we know that's an institutional play. In Avalanche as well, we believe that's going to be an institutional play. FTT, FTX Token, we believe that's going to be an institutional play. So we just want to get ourselves in this relatively early and just let it basically do its thing. But guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think. Are you bullish on FTX Token? Have you used their platform? What do you think about Sam and the team? I think they're pretty smart guys. They know what they're doing, and I definitely see him in particular, his name being on top of the top 10 in terms of the Forbes list. So I'm definitely betting on him. And I like the fact that they have Kevin O'Leary on the team as well, as a spokesman as well. And what I find funny is Kevin has actually asked to be paid in crypto to serve as an ambassador and spokesman for FTX. I was watching one of these interviews yesterday, and he says, I don't need to be paid in cash. I've already got enough of cash. I asked specifically to be paid in crypto. So, I mean, if you knew how, against Kevin was, especially with Bitcoin at the, back in the day, it's incredible to see that 360. But guys, let's see. And if you want to read this full article, I suggest you do so. You can see that here. Also, I suggest you guys have a look at the website, look more into this project. Obviously, I gave you guys brief highlights, but look into what this project entails completely. And of course, guys, make your own informed decision based on your objectives and your values. With that being said, guys, when others are fearful, you know the rest. Seize the day.